that make it exclusive. This for members only, you're probably not included. First watch finest, I only hang with shooters. If I pop out with this cannon, then we gon' make a movie. Yeah. I come through a gang on them and bang on them. Hanging out the window and put that flame on them. Anybody get these bullets ain't got names on them. Would you like to subscribe, then hit the play button? Yeah.
You start to struggle because at that point, now it's no longer about the culture only. It becomes about the records, right? So yes, hip hop artists assimilate after years and years into pop status, and then they need help writing records because now they're culturally worn, right? The problem and the difference when you're saying Drake is this has been Drake since the second and third album. This is not something he didn't write the culture out of Toronto street life. He didn't.
How many years was Cuz in before his second and third album?
Hold on. He didn't write the street urban space of Toronto out. He was always making pop records. His approach has always been making pop records. So that's the difference. So when you're saying everyone has ghostwriters, right? You got to tell me somebody who's at the beginning of their career with a ghostwriter, not somebody who's been in the game 20, 30 years, and then 15 years in, 16 years in, now they need some fucking help. This has been Drake since the third year. This is just what he does as a writer. He approached making music like a pop artist. That's not, again, every time I've said this, people have took it and made it a disrespectful thing, right? It's not. I'm telling you what he's doing. Like he's approaching making music like a pop artist. It doesn't mean he's not a fantastic rapper. It don't mean he can't MC, but it's also disingenuous when you say everybody is doing this. They are not afforded the luxury of doing it. If we found out somebody writ Illmatic, if somebody wrote Godson 3-4 albums in, my nigga, we would be done with Nas right now. Like we would be devastated as a culture. We'd be devastated if we heard somebody else wrote these cultural gems that we hold near and dear to our hearts. Now, the reason we're never going to feel like that about Drake is because we understood eventually that it wasn't about that. It was always about the song for Drake. And that's the shit. That is the shit. But you got to separate it from these niggas lit who are writing the culture. That's different.
Nah, G. Nah. Because if we going to be real about it, because DOC, Gotti, shit, Daz, a lot of them niggas had their hand in that shit early on, and you know it.
That's
and
not
you
true.
know that you know it.
That's a lie.
So no, that shit is public record.
Listen, that's not a lie. That's not public record.
That shit is public record. But that's the only reason I spoke on it, because y'all kept saying, say your name, say your name. So that's the only name
that
that's
is not
going to get
public
the
record.
conversation.
None of them niggas wrote for Dog at the beginning for the first 10, 15 years of his career. Nobody.
DOC ain't right?
No.
Come on, cuz.
No.
Come on, cuz.
Listen, I'm saying it. DOC, follow me. I will text DOC right now. He did not write nothing for Snoop.
Get him in here. Get him in here.
And he'll
but
tell
look,
you.
this is what I'm going to say.
And he'll tell you he didn't write nothing for Snoop at the beginning of his career. He showed him how to structure.
All right.
Hold on.
Mob Ties.
Hold on, Lit. He showed him how to structure records. He showed him what a 16 was.
That's what writing is.
Hold on. No, it's not. It's not.
What is that then?
Writing, teaching somebody how to write a record and writing a record for somebody is.
That's part of writing a record.
I know you.
If I tell a nigga you should flow it like this, if I tell a nigga you should go, it is what it is. That's me writing. That's me helping a nigga write a record.
The hardest part, bro, having an opinion and then being disingenuous is fucked up.
I'm not being disingenuous.
Nobody wrote for Snoop. Nobody for 10 years, 15 years wrote for Dog. Nobody. He wrote for everybody else.
So did the Canadian, cuz.
No, the Canadian didn't write his first 3 albums by himself. His third album had help. Second album even had work.
Man.
That's the fact.
When the record that everybody talking about, the shit that the Michael, what's the nigga name? The Quentin Miller nigga and the Mob Tie shit, that shit was way later in Cuz's career. I don't know. I don't follow Cuz's career long enough to know it, but I know.
Why are you defending it when I'm telling you this?
Because I just defend the truth, and I defend against all this spoof shit where niggas just try to act like it's just one nigga.
You don't know the truth.
If it was one nigga, then we could just be like, yeah,
it is one nigga.
It's not.
It
It's not.
is.
And I know that for a fact, but I'm not gonna throw everybody under the
So at
fucking
that
bus. The
point,
only
then
reason I
don't say
said
it's
Snoop is
not.
because that's
Listen,
public knowledge.
listen. It's not public knowledge. It wasn't public knowledge when everybody knew before. It only
Shit.
became.
Cuz
You
done
don't think?
said it
You
in
don't
his
think?
Cuz got interviews talking about it. That's the only reason I use Snoop, and I ain't even want to use Snoop because I love Snoop for real.
Stop bringing
Snoop
up
is a
Dog.
nigga where it
Dog been
broke
a
my
fucking
heart when I found
superstar
out.
for 30 years. That ain't nothing to break your heart. He been right for 30 years.
All this shit is wrestling, cuz.
No, it's
All this
not
shit is
all wrestling.
wrestling.
The people you
These
like
niggas,
are the
when these
people you
niggas,
like.
That was at the beginning of the culture. You can't say that. You can't
I
say that about.
can. I
That
No,
was
can, because
at
I
the
know who
beginning
you're
of the
talking
culture.
about, first off.
That's where
But
it
second
came
off,
from.
like I said, if we get references for timestamp records for Drake, then that's different. If y'all show me a
what do
9
you
a.m. in
mean?
Dallas reference of a nigga rapping that shit, then I'll be like, all right, you right.
So if
But
No,
that's
you
the
not
case,
gonna say, all right, you right.
I will.
you saying the same dude Puff Daddy, then you saying he wrote everybody record then because he gave people direction.
You
So you
said what?
saying he wrote everybody, he ghostwrite everybody on Bad Boy
It's a great point.
shit then. Come on, man.
What
That ain't
did you
right.
just say?
He said
That
Puff
doesn't
gave
make
everybody
sense.
directions, but you're
You
saying that would
There's a
be
difference
okay,
between producing and there's a difference between writing.
Yeah,
Producing
y'all.
right,
is
but you
saying
saying that
you
how
should
he
say
was a
it slow.
ghostwriter, Duke was a ghostwriter for Snoop because he showed him certain stuff. Glasses said he showed him
DOC showed
this, he
that
showed him
nigga
that.
structure. DOC showed that nigga, all right, chop it up right here. All right, you should say it like this or like that and like this. And
He
fuck is
didn't
you
give
talking
him the
about, nigga?
culture though. He was
Bro,
already part
bring
of
in
the
niggas
culture
that
in the
actually know what they talking about. Cause if you don't know what you talking about, G, I'ma expect and respect. You feel me? Because I know he actually do this shit and done this shit. Nigga, I don't know who the fuck you are. But respectfully, bro, you don't know what you talking about.
he's not wrong though, Lit. He's not wrong, dog. Like if you are saying nobody wrote lyrics for Snoop. Now, everybody in hip hop has had help with hooks. But again, we're talking about nobody. DOC has never referenced a song for Snoop when Snoop Dogg was Snoop Dogg. That didn't start happening until Snoop was probably 12 or 13, 15 years into his career. He needed help, right? Because you have wrote yourself culturally dry. The thing is, it's just different. He approaches it like a pop artist. It was never about the culture. So he was always writing great records. Like that was the point of it. That's what made it great. But that's also been the point of why I'm saying he's never been a hip hop artist. He's never been a hip hop artist.
Uncle. I'm gonna bring the guy.
And y'all have
Hold on,
artists.
hold on,
You
hold
have
on,
artists
Dinos.
like
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna bring the other guy back, but I'm gonna let somebody else speak. So Dinos
Okay.
can go.
Okay.
yeah, you have
Oh man, it's
artists.
your boy New Jersey Turk, man, New Jerusalem, man. Make sure y'all tune in to First Watch Finest, man. You heard it here first, man. Jersey. Jersey.